When I was an MP, this is how much money I brought in for you, Women Association, Myoga, and whatever. He would count this one, you had this one. When I was an MP, this is what I did. Then she would ask them, tell me. You gave votes to Hederman, what has he done? Not a single extension of electricity, not Myoga money robbed, and so many things. She was practical and really worked for her constituents. And people are like listening, hey, we made a mistake. This is the person we needed to have, because virtually what he did. And same story with Rukunji when they threw out Jim and brought an FDC. He goes back and he said, this is how far I had taken you. Tell me, what has the demand done? Water extension, electricity, those things that really matter to people. And people listened and said, I think we are being our own enemies. We need to vote someone who will pull things into our favor, who will cause socio-economic transformation into our societies. That's how Amina Chambadi wins back the constituents. And that's even these other inroads NRM has made in Buganda, which was a stronghold for NUP. That's the message. It's individual merit. What can someone do for us? And that's why the unbogables I talked about were also equally thrown out, who slaved on just using microphones and disparaging the personal president himself and others. So in my view, individual merit is still so critical. At the presidential level, people have, they know President Museveni is still in it because they don't see any serious possible challenge. So when it comes to these other lower positions, that's why the dynamics change completely.
But just a quick question. Could it be a question of communication? I sat in a meeting with a senior leader somewhere, and the focus was on Buganda, but in the context, it was Buganda, but it carries across the country. The communication of government achievements and government accomplishments over the last 5 years. We have leaders who are not able to go into a public rally and address the people and show them what the government has accomplished. Now, we had so many people, GCIC, and so many people speaking, you said speaking a lot of English, let me use the same phrase. But the bottom line was, we are not able communicating to the masses what the government is achieving as leaders, as sitting MPs. If we cannot tell the people that the government has done this, then the government keeps losing support, yet the work is being done.
I do agree with you. Maybe some of people have a laid-back thing. One thing, because they have a giant of a candidate in the name of President Museveni, and do not go to explain and say 1, 2, 3 things. For example, I remember in some election circle, Bunyoro were having a beating in Bunyoro, and they were largely through misinformation. They were saying the oil you do what is already sold. You know, there was a lot of misinformation on oil, and in one of those strategic meetings of ours, I remember calling journalists from Bunyoro and telling them, how can people say that Museveni has already sold the oil, there is no oil in the what, when a Bunyoro is the one in charge. By then, Kabagambe Kalisa was the PS Energy, who President Museveni picked, even took to best universities in the world, and now he's been in charge. By then, it was for 18 years. You mean Kabagambe Kalisa hates his fellow people that much that he'll conspire to sell the what? I'm telling you, people went, and of course other talking points, when they went to radio in the Bunyoro sub-region, things changed. They didn't even know that Kabagambe Kalisa is from their place. So I agree with you, we need to do a lot to...
But also, away from just communicating about what government has done, I also agree when people come through to speak about the challenges, the failures so far. But in what tone are you bringing it out? That is also another, or in which way are you trying to let the government know that this hasn't been done without putting them on the defensive, but making them understand and realize? And Nelson, this is where I come to you on. I am still thinking about the people who get in office for service delivery, and yet in actual sense it's turning out to be a totally different one. And this might be the same case we're getting over and over again. First of all, because of how we get into the politics, the money that is involved in there, and someone says, let me recoup what I spent and just go back home and sit. at the detriment of, service delivery. Where is this taking us, and where could the turning point be?
Well, I also want to a little bit, although I support the bits of Sabiti and my boss Obed, who say we had individual merit. And it's going to shape how Parliament is going to look like and how leadership is going to look like. Those who came on individual merit, they'll be beyond reproach. I did this my own. So I have, I'm not answerable to anyone, I'm not accountable to the entire system. Because I went through it on my own. However, there's also a group of people who came to win elections. There were a lot of alliances. So many alliances. Because you realize when we had a DP candidate somewhere, then the LC5 will also be DP somehow. And then the Kampalas here, you realize there are some alliances from one candidate to another. And then sometimes the alliances were between an NRM candidate and an opposition candidate.
Person, yes.
Yes. Yeah. That would have even affected the likes of Jonah here.
Yes.
That there's an NRM candidate somewhere who says, I think I'll better work with
Nakato.
And then it happens. And that was, it came from the view that those who would not sail through by themselves independently to get that bit that Sabiti said and Obed, that you go through as your merit. They looked for someone who had more merit somewhere, and then they like in Mbali, the people were actually moving in a chain. They are like, I'm pulling this one, so they vote them like a block. So the biggest problems we are going to have going forward is that those who went through by merit are going to be beyond reproach. You won't talk to them again. Those who came through alliances, the alliances are going to continue because that's their point of survival. That's their ecosystem. Now, the ones who went through in that format, they also want to go in the service delivery aspect like that. Yes? So, even somebody is going to come in future and tell us how they're going to shape up the elections that happen in Parliament and the likes and those small committees. That is how it's going to be. I was very excited with the people where Babidi Chitio is, that woman.
Yeah.
One of the Bukotos.
Yes, one of the Bukotos. So, they chose to go as a block NRM from down to up. And the first bit where they chose to go that, I want to thank the Honorable Kasolo, the SEC member for Buganda. Unlike what Jonah is complaining in Bunyoro, I think for Buganda they did it better. Yes? Those ones who they realized were going to disrupt the process, they looked for them and they said, Hold. So, the Babidia Chitios, she was given leeway by an independent candidate, actually, who thought he had been cheated on the NRM flag. And this person went full throttle and said, I am going to support NRM. So Babidia Chitio and the rest decided to campaign for every NRM candidate as a bloc. So no person went through in that department who was not NRM. And even yesterday, after they went through, they went back to campaign for the new members. Even NUP, actually, except that they had their own disagreements. But when you go to Kira, Mosisi was moving with the rest who are in.
Actually, they did it in the whole of
Kampala,
yes.
This Senyonyi was moving with the rest and the posters of
so
the.
You're attributing that to the SEC member?
I don't want to go into the details of...
Because you raise a very good question. Yes. I'm seated here. I should have been in Hoima yesterday campaigning for
yes.
But I'm seated here, and that's testament to exactly what
he's speaking English here.
Yes, he's speaking English.
Elections are still ongoing.
And by choice, by the way. So I'm agreeing with what you're saying. You're beating around the bush now, so say what you're saying.
So, I don't want always to just completely jump into other things. Because that is too yellow. That is too yellow. But given the possibility that we have people who took the SEC who took the SEC positions and realized that as a party, it needed to be galvanized along blockness, being together.
Yeah.
It helped a lot, and I wish it goes forward, because also Sabiti's boss did 10 rallies in one day, campaigning for NRM candidates one by one. So there's a new format that NRM has created in some places where we have gotten people who appreciate the fact of unity. And there are other places where people have created, say, I want to be alone, don't touch me. And that is going to be as well disruptive. So nothing so much is going to change. The beauty is that those who came through on individual merit, they are going to be beyond reap, and they are going to be beaten if they do not fall in line with the aspects that we are moving together as a unity. Now, even money that is going to come, services, they need to be taken together. You don't say that I'm going to give Sabiti money to do services in Zombo, and then because he's alone, he doesn't have anyone, who is he going to account to? We need to account as a block. So I am for the view that going forward, unities, and I support I support
You're back
you.
on my page now. But you see, the question, Mildred,
I support you on that bit.
The question, Nelson,
they
though,
should have carried you together with
But you see, the
rest.
question there is, it comes from the top of the party.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's easy to say it here, and the SEC member needs to do that. But what are you going to do? For example, in my case, in the West, there was a publicity secretary for NRM campaigning for Kasule. And as we headed towards election, he was kicked out of the party by the SEC member, Western, who also doubles as the chairperson of my city. On my side of the constituency, there was the chairperson of the Women's League campaigning against me. And that person was left to stay doing what she was doing in the party. So at what point do you say, your idea is what I agree with, and I've been saying that from the beginning, but it comes down from the chairperson of the party. If the chairperson of the party, who is the president, says that, listen, this is the direction we're taking, and we're going to have disciplinary measures against party members who differ.
errant,
And again, Joseph will probably say that's an idealistic way of looking at it. But if the party is to function, for my case, if NRM is to come back in Hoima City, that just has to be the direction.
As you
But me, I'm giving you the
conclude
facts as it is in my constituency.
Joseph, you'll have the last one, and in just a few seconds also get Obed. We need to be getting out of here. It was the conversation.
I want to wear that uniform.
Coming together, united.
Now, there are two things. Nelson Kapo mentioned a very important thing, and it's for all parties. I think we're using this platform as journalists. We speak for a better country.
Yeah.
Political parties, I think they rise and fall with leadership. And not just at the apex, but at all levels. I don't know how many late-night meetings we had with the independents of NRM. We are big-headed. We are not talking to anyone. We are not getting out of the race. And you talk to people. I don't know how many meetings we had, by the way, with noob candidates. Late-night meetings. That culminated into a lot of NRM candidates actually getting a leeway. I don't know how many hours we slept every day for those 3 months. Because my boss said, I have been given a SEC position and put in charge of mobilization, I must deliver for the president. But the local dynamics always play differently. I've never doubted his support for NRM. But don't be shocked. There's a PFF candidate somewhere that when he shows up, Obed will say, this one is my brother. I will go with him. Yeah. You see, I work in a government office. My boss is the second national vice chairperson of the NRM, but there is no way I was not going to support Ismail Kasule in Hoima. Or at a personal level. You can hang me, you can do what, but I would go with Kasule any day. Okay. So there are those, that's why I saw, when people were nailing my friend Benjamin Katana for attending the deputy speaker's function in Mitoma, I said, look, this multi-party thing of yours, a lot of English and what, but we have the social fabrics, Jonah. Society, the things that bring us together, the comradeship that transcends political parties. So if I find Obed tomorrow on Zombo Farmers Party, I am not going to abandon him because he's on Zombo.
So we're not mature enough for a multi-party system.
But there are also social fabrics.
It's not about maturity.
But I'll ask you, social fabric is also there in the USA, where a Democrat is a Democrat and does not cross to support Republicans.
You haven't seen Republicans endorsing a Democrat?
No. Forget about the post-Trump era. The pre-Trump era, that was unseen. We're looking at the different dynamics now in global politics under Trump. But pre-Trump, you couldn't find a Democrat standing up and openly campaigning for a Republican party.
Maybe they didn't say it
it open.
They didn't say it openly.
But what's happening now
under
is
the
it's an
table,
open thing now.
no, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jonah is taking it very literally.
Literally, yes.
was
That's why I'm saying increase the size of his uniform. that time.
Oh, then we need to be getting out of here. We have just 30 seconds to say bye.
The most beautiful thing, like I said before, we are at the tail end of this whole exercise. But I think going forward, Yakutagas who are very practical in this thing, I don't know what we should do so that we change the trend, so that politics ceases to be a do or die affair. And because it's a do and die affair, we work up our clothes, we incite our supporters, and before you realize, then these ugly scenes are inevitable. I've had people who are making issues, the security came in big time and stuff like that. It had to come in. And it is us, political players, who invited security to come. Because you will not allow a country to go down Jamaica or Sudan way because of political activity and political activism. And again, all is because how we behave. We need to behave. We need to, let's copy from the base. That it's not a do or die. We are not inciting. We are not killing each other for the sake of, because, I mean, it happened, it's over, we are back. I mean, in the few days before internet came back and we ended the whole day, people were already saying, we go today.
Exactly.
We need to go back to work. And that's the fundamental thing.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with you. It doesn't have to be adversarial. It is not a do or die. Come, compete. It doesn't go your way. We go back to work. We come back in another cycle. But working together as a group is something that many political parties have taken as a lesson out of this particular election. And Omlo's Tasaga, that is what I can clearly say. They will show you for free, like some people have continuously said. But anyway, because of time, we unfortunately have to bring an end to this very important conversation. Thank you, Joseph, for sparing time. John, I hope you can go back. We still have elections up until 6. Inculcates that maybe in the leader if they're not getting exactly.
I will be in that August house eventually.
Okay, yes, just a matter of time. Okay, thank you, and Nelson, always a pleasure as well having you both right in here and offline. And to your viewer, definitely your eyeballs are very important to us, and that's what we had time for on the Media Roundtable. I am Mildred Tohai. Say good morning and God bless you.
Elite Kids Montessori invites you to join our vibrant community, where curiosity sparks, imagination soar, and every child is nurtured to reach their full potential. Our time-tested Montessori approach fosters independent thinking, creativity, and a lifelong love for learning. Beyond academics, we focus on fostering social, emotional, and physical growth to prepare learners for a well-rounded future. Secure your child spot at Elite Kids Montessori, where every day is an adventure in learning. Elite Kids Montessori, dedicated to excellence. We are located in Chireka or along Kamuli Road.
San Marcelino, where every child begins a new journey of discovering growth and belonging. A school that invests science, innovation, and technology in learning. The state-of-the-art facilities, San Marcelino's artistic scene makes it one of a kind, with a fully stocked library, computer lab, and modern hubs for learning. Co-curricular activities such as baking, swimming, chess, ballet, modern farming, tailoring, and a variety of ball games.
Building on our legacy of excellence, we proudly introduce St. Marcelino Montessori International School Matuga, enhanced with a Montessori and international approach. For more information about our schools, contact us on the numbers on your screen.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be
all the chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21 hash and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Welcome to Hotel J. Fry, the ultimate destination for luxury and comfort. A delightful One Hotel J. Fright is a perfect blend of luxury, convenience, and exceptional service. So why settle for anything less when you can experience the best?
Kampala mornings, more like Kampala marathons. Why sweat in traffic when there is a better way to move? With Union, you're always one tap away from safe, affordable, and convenient rides. Glide through the congestion like it's a VIP lane. Get there faster, safely at the best price in town. Download the Union Let's Go app today. Union, the better way to move.
It's just steady. The black man, Ali ku Sheraton Kampala Hotel Gardens to Valentine's Day. Mu special Valentine's show. Egulawo mwaka. Emitwalo kumi okuyingira. Tebo y'abantu omunana. Ya milioni 3. Ticket yozigula ku Quicket ne MTN Momo 053 M8 oba okuba simu 0783 M75 9 no booking. Azokuchusa omukwano go. Hakuwe ntandika empya nga konkone ndongo. Kayimba tukayimba. Sound, stage, amatara, ne screen. Yo nabitekedwako kafuru Venom Records. Enendongo ya kumeza jia kati musembere. Ku Sheraton Kampala Hotel Gardens. Nebi baby yamwe. Nebi waza I am my man's baby. Nze ndike vaku. Nze muwesanyo. Kale muleto buwana busaidi chick. Busaidi head. Kabo jaburi chimuba. Just steady. Alu ku Sheraton Kampala Hotel Gardens. Ku Valentine's Day. Hakutosi wako. Abitex Promotions.
Want to stream your favorite content without limits on Afro Mobile? Here's how to get started with the MTN Afro Mobile bundles. Open the Afro Mobile app on your phone. If you don't have it yet, download it from the Play Store or App Store. Tap your profile and scroll to purchase. Choose the bundle that works for you for 4K weekly or 10K monthly. Confirm your selection and complete payment directly through the app using your Momo Pay. Receive your confirmation and streaminga non-stop. That's it. No codes, no hassle. Just tap, subscribe, and start streaming. Streaminga non-stop, only with Afro Mobile and MTN.
"77 years ago, on 26th January 1950, a nation chose freedom, unity, and hope. A journey powered by courage, strengthened by diversity, and guided by democracy. This Republic Day, we celebrate not just a date in history, but the spirit that unites every Indian everywhere. From culture and community to music that truly feels like home, we invite all well-wishers around the world to join us in celebrating the spirit, unity, and rich diversity of India. Call 0774 290 800 or 0773 061 613 for our special Republic Day packages. Celebrate this 77th Republic Day of India with Radio Wala Uganda. Radio Wala, let's play.
Looking for a household cleaner that truly delivers? Meet Appo, the antibacterial cleaning powder for bathrooms and surfaces. Appo is formulated for 3-dimensional cleaning. It's a scouring agent that scrubs off dirt and stains, a germicide that kills 99.9% of household germs, and it works with water to wash everything away, leaving your bathrooms and ceramics hygienic and sparkling clean. Keep up hygiene standards without breaking the budget. Switch to Appo today. Appo is available at supermarkets and convenience stores countrywide.
Good morning and a special welcome to NBS Breakfast Meeting. My name is Tracy Ikopin and it is my pleasure to be hosting you this Friday morning. So right now we're about to get into a discussion about youth. NBS Plus is a youth-centric platform housed right here at Next Media, and they have an exciting partnership with Elite High School, bringing you the Legends Watch Party. Here to break this down further with me is none other than the headmaster of Elite High School. Lawrence, it's so great to have you here this morning.
Yeah, good having you too. Good morning, our viewers. Glad to have you here today.
Yes, yes. Please do introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, I'm Onyango Lawrence, the head teacher, Elite High School Entebbe.
Incredible. So talk to me about the Legends Watch Party. What is it all about and why is it resonating with young people so much?
Yeah, The Legends is a film that was shot by the students of Elite High School together with the director, Jerry Sesanga. So we looked at things that are affecting children in school today. How are the schools doing on? How are the students coping up with the challenges in school? So that's why we looked at this movie and we saw that it could help to address. There are those people who were in school before and these are the things they went through. So we're excited that we're going to have the watch party at NBS where we expect the young people, their parents, the community to come and have a feel of watching this movie on a giant screen.
Absolutely. So why would you say storytelling, by students and for students is an important tool for character development?
Yeah, we look at this as an institution. We look at promoting students' talent. And of course, it's what we want right now in most schools. If all schools can come up with ways in which they can promote talent in school. These young people have a lot of talent that are unutilized. So it is the role of the schools to make learning a little bit more interesting, making the school interesting, making children love being in school by us helping them to explore their talents and giving them different opportunities.
Absolutely.
With this, we looked at filming as one of them. We could come up and develop the film industry of Uganda. Most people are now glued to these other international movies. We've seen people in Nigerian movies. But you find that we need to promote our movie industry here too. And schools have to come in and help the learners discover this.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into the film. What kind of themes does The Legends cover, especially around things like peer pressure, identity, ambition, and resilience?
Yeah, Tracy, you find that most of us have been through school.
Right.
We've all been through school. So you find that there are challenges you faced in school. There are things like bullying, coming in as a new student in school, and then you find when already there are groups in school, there are already students in different clubs, and then if you look at The Legends, for example, this young boy called Craig, coming from a poor background, you get into school where there are the rich students' gangs. Then there's that pressure of getting into fitting in school. Right. You have academic pressure, and then you have to balance up. So this is what most of the people have been through school, especially if you're from a humble background, where most of us were from, and then to catch up. So The Legends, we try to look at how we can address that even if a child is coming from a poor background, still when you reach into school, you can fit in school because of probably your talent, your ability to express yourself, your confidence through clubs, and then as also at the same time you do up with academics.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what the agency is trying to address.
Okay. And so how does the film provide, a safe and powerful platform for young people to express their realities?
Yeah, for us, by the way, as a school, we don't just look at the film alone. We look at so many other things. The film is just part of what the platform will provide the young people. We've had most of our students contesting in beauty pageants. We've had talent shows. We have dance. We have clubs, debates. So you find that the film, and it has helped the learners. For example, when you look at when they're acting, it is, first of all, it makes them get to know how to express themselves, how to be behind the camera, for instance. So you find that the learners have got platforms now, because these very children, for example, acted in this movie. They have been called on to act other movies also.
Oh, wow.
If you watch DSTV, Pearl Magic, there is a series going on, Loving Beyond. It's done by these children. They've been called upon to. And I believe they are earning, because they signed the contracts with DSTV, and they're earning money out of it. If you look, Craig and the Praise, they're already there, and some of our students. So you find that even before that, they had done, Elite had done other movies like The Metron. Our students featured in Damali, and there is one that I've just again made out, it's also coming out. So we are giving students this as ways to come up, because in the movie, you find there are singers singing in the background. So their students themselves also do that. So as students, as they are studying, we look at not just mentoring them academically, but there is life outside books. You find that as a country right now, we're having challenges with employment. These children can, through talent, they can get jobs outside what they have studied. Yeah, like the talent. We help them, kids getting used to the camera. It could help them be like you someday. Them working on a TV station, and it may not be what they have studied.
Yeah.
So we look at giving kids opportunities.
Yeah.
And besides that, one of the challenges in the country, as Uganda, we have issues with school dropouts. The dropout rate is still high. But one of the ways to capture these young people into school is by making school giving them many opportunities.
Right.
When the young people love school, gone are the days when the term is starting and children feel stressed coming back to school. But now you find that these days, as the term is starting, you find young people are excited getting back to school. They know we are going to interact with our peers, we are going to get involved, we are going to study, we're also going to miss out, enjoy the games at school, we're going to have this. So when they come, they get excited. That's why you find that these days schools have less problems like children jumping the school fence to go out of school, because schools are now providing opportunities to the young people in almost everything to make them love school.
Right.
So it's what we're looking at as management, and of which I believe the Ministry of Education that runs schools is also looking at that.
Incredible. I like what you say, that you're not just teaching them textbook things, you're going beyond the books and really nurturing their creative talents. And I suppose that's also a way that it can improve their emotional and social challenges. So I want to ask, how is Elite high school, using the creative projects to fully nurture the talent? You talked about how some of these kids are maybe getting to act in different movies, but beyond just that, what else is Elite High School doing to nurture their creative talent?
Yeah, right now we are, for example, through clubs. We have different clubs. We have Interact, we have Red Cross, we have the debating clubs and so many other clubs. So what we do also, we are now at the same time promoting vocational training, where there are kids who have opportunities in coding, fashion. We're looking at hairdressing. We're looking at baking, cookery. So on our school program, for example, like after class at 4, every child has to go to an activity.
Okay.
You find those who are into debating, they are in debating. And then those who are into sports, they're in sports. So we try to give different avenues and allocate time for them. Now, for example, even officially on the school timetable, we have a training for confidence building. That is public speech. Training them in public speech. So what is most important is that the schools must create time for this. If you're doing only academics, teaching them the usual curriculum of biology, chemistry, and you don't create time for other activities, the children will not get involved. So for us as a school, we see that we must create time for this.
Absolutely.
And we try to encourage students that every child must participate. Just like as you see in the legends, at the start of it somewhere, somewhere the teacher was telling a child that when you come to the school, every one of you must belong at least to one club. So as a school, we tell them that you must at least belong to a club, you must belong to a sport. When the students just come in, like now, we are now admitting senior ones, you find that when they come in school, give them good orientation, for them first of all to understand. You know, there is also this syndrome of parents telling learners that, you know, I don't want you to involve in sports, you're going to decline academically, don't get involved in singing, dancing, you're going to. But we also teach them how to balance academics with co-curricular.
Yeah. Incredible, incredible. So let's get into the watch party experience. So what makes the Legends watch party more than just a movie screening?
Yeah, we believe that, I know with NBS, Next Media, the thing of raising stars, we believe that it is going to inspire other children. You know, when you're watching something that you see that your peers are involved, you're watching your peers, I believe it's going to give them a very good experience. They will learn from it. They will enjoy, they will admire. And I believe that to give them a feel. So many children want to be behind the camera. That is what is now the Gen Zs. That's what they all want. They want to trend. They want to be in the cameras, they want to do what. So even bringing them to Next Media, it's going to help them. They're going to get inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we believe that with a watch party, and also being a holiday, us bringing these young people here, we are also saving them from so many things.
Right.
Yeah, because out there, children are involved in so many things. Yeah. We may find their children outside there, who are into drugs, who are into what. So even us creating these programs that we can have them here full day, it's going to help a lot. And I believe even the parents will be happy.
Absolutely. So let's get into the event details. So it's happening at Next Media Park. What time, which date? Can you give us all those details?
Yeah, the watch party is happening on 31st of January, this Saturday, from 10 to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, we expect lots of things to come in there, lots of entertainment. The children will be able to express, to showcase their talent, singing, dancing, so many things. Motivational speakers will be there to motivate the young people. They will be there to talk to them. We could offer some career guidance. Yeah, so a lot is going to happen.
So how can people register to attend this event?
Yeah, registration, it's online. You can register online. I believe we can share the link.
Okay.
But they register online so that it's absolutely for free. Yeah, it's for free. And I want to thank NBS for Next Media for this great partnership. We are really grateful and humbled, and I believe because Next Media loves to raise talents of the young people.
Absolutely, and that is very true. Thank you so much, Lawrence, headmaster of Elite High School. It's been so great chatting with you and finding out what plans that Elite High School has for the creatives. And we're so excited to watch this film that has been done by students at the high school. So thank you so much for being here. If you're watching, if you're a parent, if you are a young person and you would love to attend, please do register early via the Nexters portal and, you know, come through on the 31st of January to Next Media Park and enjoy a day full of, you know, singing, dancing, and enhancing your creativity, as well as, you know, being motivated by the motivational speakers. Thank you so much for tuning in to NBS Breakfast Meeting. We'll be right back after this break.
Are you planning an event? Think of X Events for the best photography and videography of all kinds. We believe that every moment is worth capturing. Whether Kwanjula, weddings, Kuhinjira, bringing out the culture and glamour. And of course, a professional team that has mastered the art of the game and Progear with elegance. X Events is located along Rubaga Road on Access Building opposite Hotel Sojavalo. X Events, capturing your precious moments.
Hey, hey, travelers! Are you a family gearing up for that big vacation, a hustler working abroad coming home, or your squad chasing sunsets and passport stamps? It's time you lock in. Say goodbye to long airport queues, shocking roaming bills, and the stress of hunting for local SIM cards, because now you can travel like a local. Stay connected in over 180 countries. Just scan, tap, and boom! Instant data the moment you reach your destination. Get your Rogue Travel eSIM today at travel.roguetelcom.co.ug. Contact us on 020 500 123.
Welcome home to entertainment, to Wi-Fi everywhere, to high-speed internet, to security, to first-class support. To convenience. Welcome home to MTN WakaNet, superior internet for every home. Visit www.mtn.co.ug/WakaNet. Welcome home. Together, we're unstoppable.
Influence is more than followers, it's impact. At Next Influencer, we connect brands with the right voices through a thorough vetting and discovery process. We onboard influencers with hands-on workshops that build skills, unlock real opportunities, and fuel professional growth. Brands find the perfect match, influencers get dignified jobs, and audiences experience authentic stories. This is where influence becomes value. Next Influencer. Create, discover, connect, influence.
Whatever sport you enjoy, Sport Action on NBS Sport has you covered. Whether you want to support the Uganda Cranes or our netball team, golf or athletics, both domestic sporting events in Uganda and international sporting events in which Ugandans compete are the subjects of our attention. What are you still holding out for? Catch all the excitement on Sport Action by tuning to NBS Sport, brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Ugandan sports.